So, welcome to Family. We've got your back. Charming.
Bad timing.
Oh, God.
Excuse the belch.
Oh, wow. So, we tried a new restaurant tonight. Very yummy. Anyway. So, today we're talking about something that I had experienced this week several times. And so I thought, oh, this is obviously what we're supposed to talk about. It's good intentions and what to do when they are not received well. So, yeah. So the definition of intention intent that we are using today is having the mind, attention, or will concentrated on something or some end or purpose. So for me, my intention every day is to help other people have a great day, to better their lives in some way, to influence others for the good.
And she comes home with stories about about awesome people that come into the store that she works at, and they're like, I'm just so thankful for your positivity and that kind of thing.
Yeah, the other day it was awesome. He's like, you remind me of my wife. She's so awesome. And I'm like, well, thank you. No,
You're my wife.
It wasn't a flirting thing.
I know.
It was I appreciate when you get to help me, when you're the one at the hardware station that gets to help me because of
X, Y, or Z.
Yes, because
right?
of the positivity I exude at work. And, I want to, I guess the term is rub off on people, and leave a good impression. And not because I want to be well thought of, but because I want them to feel better because they interacted with me. And that wasn't always the case, but,
Right.
because I was, as you grow and learn, you become less selfish and, and now it's like, I don't need to care about me. It's like I'm taken care of. I'm good, I have everything I need and most of the things I want. I'm good,
Sure.
So I don't need to worry about myself. I'm going to worry about taking care of other people, right? And so with that intent, that fuels my thoughts and feelings and behavior, right? And so, but that doesn't always mean it's taken that way, right?
If you're having a super crappy day and you see this person being all bubbly, then it might make you angrier. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One day I greeted a customer and I'm like, good morning. And he's like, no. I'm like, okay.
No, it isn't.
I'm like, alrighty. You are right at a hardware store. As soon as it opens, your day is not going well. No. I'll leave you alone, right? But other times it's like you make a comment thinking you're helping someone have a better day and they're like, I guess you could. And it's like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, and my life is that I get to go and I like to help people with math. They don't want to do math.
They're 13 years old. Of course they don't want to do math.
So it's like, the things that I try to do to be helpful, they're still making them do math. And so that's not often well received.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I still remember my math teachers and how I'm like, they say one thing wrong and math is now poisoned forever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's too much of a responsibility to put on my math teacher in middle school when I'm hormonal and crazy and
thank you.
Angsty.
It's like...
So maybe I should forgive my middle school math teachers for being awful people, huh?
Considering that was 30 years ago.
Oh, thank you for that, by the way.
I'm just saying.
32.
I know. If you want to be
yes,
exact,
I'm
I
that
wouldn't
old.
be exact.
It's my birthday this month. And I don't even remember how old I'm going to be. It doesn't really matter. But my kids think I'm a dinosaur, so it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, so just looking back over the years, reflecting about, oh, you know what, I could have taken that better, because I'm sure they did not mean to be so awful. And it was just my interpretation of, I'm not talking about my math teachers, I'm talking about just my life in general. I am pretty sure that most people did not have the intent, let's destroy Michelle today.
Right.
Right.
And some people do have that mindset.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
It's unfortunate.
But not everybody in my life. Every interaction.
No, yeah, definitely not.
And so it's like, it just changing the way I thought made the situation okay, right? Yeah. And just trying to see it from their perspective or whatever. Yeah. But so I don't know. I mean, not everybody's intention is to help someone else have a better day, and whatever your life experience brings you to think and intend for your life purpose or each interaction. It doesn't have to be a grand thing, because, I mean, let's face it, not every interaction that I have is, I want to make your life better. Sometimes it's, I need you to do what you're told.
Yeah.
Because, teenagers.
Well, and that's part of the difficulty about this too. And
for me saying, like, I need you to do what you're told is for their benefit.
Yeah, it is.
It's not just because I want the house clean, or I want dinner, or I want. It's, I want what's best for them. And what's best for them is becoming a responsible person.
Right.
Right? So anyway, I mean, I guess you could say but not every interaction comes off kindly, I guess you could say.
Well, and I think my big point on that too is that sometimes we just do things without any intent. Like,
it's habit, and we don't even think.
I'm just going down this path. This is the way I've done this for, maybe even decades, and you've never had negative results from it before, but it could be that one day, whatever that is being done, provokes in some fashion.
Yeah.
And so we just don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what people's intents are most of the time.
Exactly. And so how do you react to that negativity or whatever the situation happens to be when you only intended good, right? Uh-huh. So, when I act instead of react, I usually handle it better. Usually with an apology. And say, oh, I'm so sorry that I did not intend for that to happen.
And when you say that you're sorry, it doesn't necessarily even mean that you're at fault.
No,
it just means
sorry.
Oh, whoops, sorry that I didn't.
I feel bad.
I didn't. Yeah, it's like, and so a lot of people think, oh, I don't have to apologize. I didn't do anything wrong. No, you don't have to apologize, but wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah.
It's just you're considerate.
Yeah, like you called it earlier, doubling down.
Yeah.
Like if you return that negativity with positivity, you are intending positive, and then no matter what, continuing in that positivity. Whereas if
they're not going to be thankful for what I'm doing, then
and then you're returning that intent with negativity, then you're canceling out your intent, right? And so a right does not mean, they're wrong does not mean you can be wrong too.
Right.
If that makes sense. Two wrongs don't make a right.
They don't.
Only in math do two negatives make a positive.
Only if you're timesing.
Huh? Oh, that's true.
Anyway, this is stupid.
Obviously, because I can't do math. Anyway, so I guess what we're saying is it's really hard when, like, you are exuding goodness or whatever, and then you get nothing but negativity back, and it's hard to not have that flight or fight response pop up and be like, and you just react, and you just, when someone scares you and you're like, ha! Did you like that one?
I don't ever do that.
Oh, well, it happens at work all the time. People get scared and anyway. It's like, oh, you almost got punched, type thing. Because you're scared, like it, and so when you're scared, not just scared, but like that anxious, that protect mode. You get into protect mode, and you react instead of act. So we want to use our higher brains. We have the ability to make choices. We're not animals.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're animals, but we're higher animals. We have the ability to reason and think and choose, and not just rely on instinct. And so, don't use your monkey brain. Use your human brain, and make choices, and decide who you want to be in the tough moments.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, I want to be a better person, and the more I practice choosing in the hard moments instead of reacting in the hard moments, the self-preservation, instinctive, protection mode, the more I choose in those situations and, take a deep breath before I do anything type thing, it goes so much better.
It can't help but go much better.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, if you respond with negativity, then they feel like they're justified, and they can just keep on escalating.
Yeah. Whereas if you respond with, I guess, meekness and humility, or just kindness, or generosity, or whatever the situation
consideration
calls for,
yeah,
then usually the situation can be diffused instead of escalate. So anyway. I don't know. You have?
No, I think it's something that I think that a lot of people do struggle with. Like we all are human.
Life.
We all are human. We all don't consider everything. We can't consider everything, and
you
so
can't foresee every situation.
We can just go into the situation, whatever it is. It might be it's not even a situation, and we can either respond considerately and politely, or we can, make our lives more difficult.
Right. We want a better world, right?
We do.
Everybody, I'm pretty sure that most people don't wake up every day saying, "How can I make the world worse?" It's like, I don't think many people have that thought.
Yeah.
I want to make your day garbage. What can I do to accomplish that?
It's really easy to do that too.
Yeah, it is. It's typically more, I want what I want, and I want it now, and we often forget that everything we do affects someone else and not just ourselves, because we are not alone on this earth.
Right.
And so don't get offended. Choose not to be offended. First off, that's my advice, is just choose to not get offended by other people.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you can do that, the less negativity, or just the harder your life is, the more you choose to be offended. And so if you don't even let it bother you, then you don't have to worry about it and be bothered by it, right? It's
water off the duck's back.
Basically, So this week, so we want you to analyze your intentions and, I guess, foresee possible situations in which you could be received wrong, or misconstrued. What's the word I'm looking for? Misinterpreted. Misunderstood. And like a comment you make offends someone instead of making their day better, right? If you analyze possible situations and think, okay, if this happens in general, like someone's offended by something I say, what am I going to do to diffuse the situation instead of make it worse?
Yeah.
Right? So this week, think
with
about
the knowledge that it might not do anything for you.
That's right.
Except for your own self.
Exactly. Because
everything can backfire at any given point.
It can. It's like, how many backfires have I had this week? Let me laugh with you. So this afternoon, I've said many times I don't sleep much. And so today's my day off, and so I I decided to purposefully take a nap, but it is so hot in our bedroom, so I just laid on the couch, right? And my daughter saw me sleeping and thought, oh, if Mom sleeps right now, she won't sleep tonight. And so she woke me up. Her positive intention right there was not received well. That did not go well for her.
No.
No, it did not go well for her. And so, but her intent was kind. She wanted to be like, oh no, Mom accidentally fell asleep. Oh no, that was not what happened. Anyway, so, so she responded with, oh, I'm sorry, right? Instead of, well, you shouldn't be asleep during the day anyway, you lazy bum. Right? That's not... right? So she responded well, even though I did not being woken up from dead sleep, right? So... our poor daughter. Anyway. React well.
React well.
Or act well instead of react. Let's put it that way.
That's a good one.
Act well instead of react badly. Okay, so you have a lovely rest of your day, and enjoy your good intentions, even though they may not be received well, and try to have good intentions.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you have any questions or topic ideas, or please, email.
Yep.
That's the word, or message. Family, we've got your back at gmail.com, or comment on either of our Facebook pages or on YouTube. And please consider sharing our videos with anybody you think might enjoy them. We want to help the world have better relationships, so that our relationships are the best things in our lives instead of the worst things, right?
Right.
Yeah. So please share so that we can hopefully influence the world for good. And we cannot do that if nobody watches. So please help us in our goal. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.